Hello, creatives. Welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth, and this is a daily pick a card and birthday reading for August 15th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a Jack of Clubs. Before sunrise, you're yesterday's card, which was a Queen of Clubs. So the way this works is we're going to read each card individually. Then we're going to read them for the collective as a whole. We're going to talk about this Jack of Clubs day in Leo's third decan and see what that energy, that soup that we're all going to dip our toes in today, and figure out what and how we should proceed with our day, expectations. Then we're going to read this, a very special birthday message for you, Jack of Clubs. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you help yourself in your manifesting abilities. All right, let's get started and turn over card number 1. So if you chose this card, you got the 3 of Diamonds. Great card to get today on this Jack day. It's Jack of Clubs, but Jacks encompass the 3s. So it's a little more potent than it might be otherwise. In the upright position, we're looking at Mars action as well, and Temperance from the major arcana. So we're looking at how we are going to really do the upgrade for our own selves, that alchemy that we're looking at. It's a self-truth that we're looking at with that temperance energy. So it's an upgrade, diamond suit. It is skills and talents, the way you make your finances. So something might come to you today to really work a situation. 3s are work. You're going to have to put in the effort, but it's kind of like a test of your values as well, because it is going to have to be letting go of something that's ready, but it might not be obvious that it's ready to be let go of. It's something that has worked for you for quite a while. So you kind of invested in having that keep working for you. However, it's had its season, so it's time for an upgrade. It might feel like a bit of a gamble, and it won't be for ginormous rewards. It's going to be a smaller reward than you might expect, but it is an upgrade. It's time. Totally should take advantage of it. Be careful about that feeling like it's a gamble, because it is you really wanting to, how should I put this? I'm waiting for it to come through. It comes through as a situation that feels vulnerable. So you're really going to have to think about what's best for you, your truth, and go with a part of it or all of it. That's what I'm getting. All right, let's look at card number 2. We've got the Jack of Hearts in reverse. So reversals are just a heads up. It's going to make for a very interesting day for you if you pick card number 2. Jacks everywhere. We are looking at the Jack of Hearts here on this Jack of Clubs day. So busy. We are looking for things that in a reversal of a Jack of Hearts, it's quite possible that you're going to run into some energy today where you'll be invited to react as this Jack of Hearts, or you might have that Jack of Hearts come into your vicinity and press upon you. And how are you going to deal with that? So let's talk about what that reversal of a Jack of Hearts looks like. So it could be someone that's unstable, a trickster, and quite shallow. We're looking at this in this Leo third decan, so it's probably going to come across as that catch-22 for that period. It's like a quick temper, or that temperamental attitude, and quite blunt in how they come across, being, a pretentious, a player, and looking to just kind of push their way through. So you might be tempted to take that action, or you might have to deal with that kind of action coming to you and how you might do that. And as always, whenever you're bumping up against something in a heart suit that could really be that water energy, and tapping into how to evaluate a situation as it comes up, all of the light and shadow attributes of it, and how you might stand in your own. Ask a lot of questions. That's always good if that's your predicament, and or if something isn't clear and you're being invited to tap into that shadow feeling and action. It always works for me to ask for more clarity from whoever it is you're speaking with or bumping up against, and possibly even turning that and asking yourself those questions as well, to just get curious and open to what that brings up, because that's the really good stuff. That is being mirrored. Your own part is being mirrored to you. So it's always timely in these card situations. It's being brought up because you're ready for it, and it's ready to be healed. That's the most beautiful part of a reversal. So you just want to ask your guides and your daimons for that clarity and balance, to help yourself, and ask with the best of intentions and the greatest gratitude that you can muster. This is when the manifesting abilities really pay off. So hopefully you're doing the work, feeling really good about yourself, and have that enough in your reserves to get some answers for yourself today with this reversal. Best of luck with that. Card number 3. We've got the 3 of Spades. So this is the true grit card. There's no easy way about it. This card, like the other 3, is a test of will. And in this, it's like willingness. It is courage. It's you finding your true stamina. It's action-oriented. In this case, it's the strength card. So it's you really figuring out what is your best attribute when it comes to acting in a high regard for yourself. This is about finding remedies and cures. So again, it is something that has seen its time. It's ready to be let go of. It's not super clear. It's like there's still hope that it might still work for you. It's a little broken, but do I have to throw it away just yet? And the answer is yes. It's time to express that gratitude, having had that in your life for that period of time, and understand that you're ready for something better. There may be some space before that happens. There may be necessary for you to take some action for yourself before something new comes through. It's like you need to cleanse. You need to feel that gratitude. You need to take a nice, big, deep breath of air, blow it out, and just hold that in between for a moment. And whatever is necessary for you will come through. it will begin the ball rolling in the right direction for you. Okay, so as a whole, we've got a very busy day ahead of us. We've got some letting go to do. We're going to bump into some less than appropriate behavior. We're going to either be tempted to act in that shadow attribute, or we're going to bump into someone just pushing our buttons in that behavior. You know, I see a reversed Jack of Hearts, and I just think of a pretentious pig. You know, it is just something that, and I love pigs. I should have said prig. Pretentious prig. And they can just so push the buttons. However, just smile and treat them like the narcissist that they are. You can gray rock, you can do whatever you need to do, but asking questions or even asking them to repeat themselves, you know, like, I'm sorry, excuse me, what'd you say? What was that? And then they have to repeat it. You know, it is priceless advice. It works like a charm, and it always takes the situation down a notch and puts you in the offense, right? So you're not on the defense anymore. So it flips the page very nicely if you can do that. That way, whatever needs letting go for an upgrade, you know, these two cards feel like they really go together today. And the Jack of Clubs, right? I mean, there's so much work to be done. The Jack of Clubs has a life of really digging in, really getting it done, and enjoying the process of it. I know several Jack of Clubs, and it's like they don't really need to sleep. Very, you know, if you're a Jack of Clubs and that holds true for you, I would love to hear from you, because that seems to be the pattern for Jacks. And you've got this ecliptic Six of Clubs that is success after hard work, after success after hard work. So the hard work always pays off for you, and you know it. So you get in there and you do it. And it always is done with this want for an upgrade. That is your Rahu, that Two of Spades. You know, it just begs to have an improvement happen. You get curious about it. You are charmed by experimenting and seeing what could improve anything. Your catch-22 is that happens to a fault. Sometimes you get going so much that you just crash. That's that Pluto 10 of Clubs. All that work and that effort, sometimes it doesn't pay off. And when those moments happen, it is kind of a crash. But you're always really connected to that Sun, 9 of Diamonds. You, especially today in this Leo season, in this third decan, you being willing to just dive in and get stubborn with that. You're more impulsive and more impatient when it comes to really wanting the best for everyone, or when you're driven to achieve your goals. To not forget that life is about that Strength card and that Temperance card in this strength of the Leo, right? Strength card. So much is really hinged on this Three of Spades. None of these cards are in your chart, but nonetheless, they are all represented there in some way. So yeah, that's the energy that we're tapping into. So very possible that we get triggered. And someone is popping by just to give you some unsolicited advice about you. Don't you think you could do that better? Okay. All right. Probably. No, thank you very much. Bye-bye. That kind of day. All right. So we can handle it. We're good. Let's move on to the birthday. Happy birthday, Jack of Clubs. Let's see what you get for your creativity oracle and how we are going to improve your manifesting abilities. This is always how to upgrade who you are at your core to give you more information about you so that at the end of the day, you can feel good about how you conducted yourself and are able now to put that good energy into the well that you're able to draw on every time you need to manifest for something. All right, that well of feeling good. Visualize. So, this is how you're going to do it. When we develop our abilities to visualize, we can manifest maximum influence on our experience of reality. That is exactly it. So, for you, Jack of Clubs, it is in the visualizing, which you're so good at. That Nine of Diamonds is just so intimately connected with source. So do look and see what you have in your sun, in with that sun position. That will give you more information on how to do exactly that. If it is anything to do with your Rahu and where you're being invited to take a look, that's always your best visualization there with that Two of Spades. That is really going to come through for you. And to just take some time. You're so busy, you're such a hard worker that oftentimes we forget to take a moment just to get clear on where we really need to go. That balance of ego and soul needing to cooperate and to come across in the best way possible. For you, that Six of Clubs. So that ecliptic path and Rahu, Sun card, Pluto, those are all places that your daimon loves to see you go. You've got an extra interesting bit with the Uranus card and that Six of Spades. You having those 2 6s in your chart is really, really helpful. And, you've got a nice Saturn and Venus, too. Very stable, very grounding place for you to do exactly that inner exploration for what really, really makes you feel like good about who you are at your core, working on it. That's that visualization. So, okay. Developing the abilities to visualize. It's in that. Okay, let's look what we get for the Spirit and Nature cards of truth. Ooh, Ace of Hearts, I love it. Okay, so the Ace of Hearts is a great card for you to get. This is exactly tapping into what is going to heighten that emotional connection to your abilities to visualize. This is saying that when you feel it, when you feel that trigger, you know what that feels like. It's like, yes, it hits the spot. It is the ticket, and you know it. You know it because you've felt it many times. That's what you want to go for. That's when you know that you're developing those abilities to visualize really deeply and more strong than you've ever been able to do it. that's what you're going for. And whenever you can do that for yourself, that just fills your energy well to the brink. There's so much juicy goodness there to draw on when you need to really ask for what's necessary for you. All right. All right. Let's see what you get for the Wishcraft card. Love when this card shows up. Wish upon a star. I am made from the stuff of stars. I matter. Absolute truth. Absolutely. Yes. All right. This is the way to do it. Happy birthday, Jack of Clubs. I wish you the best, and I hope your day, your week, your year goes beautifully. Carpe diem, everyone. It's going to be an interesting day. Right. All right. Thank you. And as always, happy creating.